All right. So for this video is a trip down the memory lane.
Memory lane, yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So my name is Daniel,
And my name is Mike.
and we are here to talk about World of Warcraft card game. Although I don't know if there's much to talk about.
That's true. It's
Well,
my favorite card game, though.
It is your favorite. I know it is your favorite. I like it too. I like it too. So today it's a topic about card game that did not survive.
And wondering why.
Sadly, and we're wondering why. I think a lot of. So I would say before we go into like the meat of it, what do you think about? I mean, it's your favorite card game.
Yes.
So tell us, what do you like about it? What do you like about World of Warcraft?
When I got out of Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, whatever the card games I played before, I found World of Warcraft. One is because I'm a big fan of the world, the realm, all the characters and races. I like it a lot. And the part of it that set it apart from Magic is that your hero represents you, so you're not like just a player anymore.
Yeah.
And with like a set of 20 or whatever life points you have, but you have an actual hero out there, with his own life points, and he can actually do something in the battlefield as well, like fighting with weapons and armors or having some kind of artifacts with him. Yeah.
Yeah. And what about the mechanics of the game? What did you like about it?
What I like, you don't only have to attack the player or the hero in this case.
Mm-hmm.
You can also attack their minions as well.
Yeah.
So you don't
So the strategy is a little different. Okay.
And if you want to protect your minions, you have to have a minion with protectors on it.
Right.
Yeah.
And also resource.
Resource, you can get mana screwed in. WoW, just like not like
Right.
Magic. That's what I like the most about WoW. Because when you go to a tournament in Magic, you get mana screwed. It's like, oh, what the? It's like I lose because I cannot get the land that I wanted.
Right. But with World of Warcraft, you can turn one of your card
Yes, that's
into
right.
resource.
Yeah, just take any card and just put it face down as your resource.
Yeah.
Start using it, and you cannot get mana screwed.
Yeah.
Just might sacrifice your good card or a crappy card, but at least you still can play the game.
Yeah. So how many tournaments you went to?
Yeah, of course.
Did you went to a lot of tournaments?
I have. I mean, I have mostly small ones, not anything major, because I was still in university. Don't have time for major ones. But I did attend to the one in Singapore, I believe in 2008.
2008?
Yeah.
Yeah, back in the day. What class did you bring?
I bring mostly my, we call it, a really haste deck, a really like rush deck. Mostly the race was Shaman.
Shaman?
Yeah.
Okay. Shaman Rush.
Shaman Rush.
Shaman Rush. And was it Alliance or Horde Shaman?
Yeah, it was a horde.
It was a Horde?
I prefer horde.
Ah, yeah.
They're
Me
much
too.
faster because they have cards that has haste on them.
Yeah,
Like
ferocity. Ferocity, yeah. Well, as for myself, I played the MMO since the beta.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I know I've seen the way that the game was developed and the way it improved since the beta. I think I stayed with World of Warcraft MMO for, I would say, a good 6 to 7 years.
Whoa, that's long.
That's a long time. Yeah, 6 to 7 years, and then.
What class did you play? What was your favorite?
What was my favorite class? My favorite class was Rogue before the nerf.
Before the nerf.
Before the nerf, Rogue was I think Rogue ruled the meta because everybody was playing Rogue in the beginning because they were so powerful with their stealth.
I see.
Yeah, and then later on when all the other classes got buff, and I think we see more variety of people playing other classes also.
That's good.
But I remember playing Warlock, who's one of the weakest at that moment in time. But now Warlock is one of the strongest classes, and I think they're on par with one another. And I enjoyed playing Rogue. I enjoyed playing Warrior. I enjoyed playing all classes really.
Nice.
Yeah, but actually with healing, I was healing with Paladin.
Oh,
I wasn't healing with a priest or druid. I was healing with Paladin, which was
not a decent healer. It's good.
Yeah, they do a lot of crit heals, I think.
Yeah, I like crit one.
Anyway, so I jumped on the card game right when it first came out.
Nice.
Right, and I think I played for about the first 2-3 sets that came out, and I went to a tournament.
Okay.
At that time, and I saw that the tournament scene was pretty diverse. I would say a lot of people brought in different types of decks.
That's good.
But actually, I would say the top 10 folks brought in the Hunter Rushdown deck.
Hunter deck, yeah, that's a common back then in the beginning.
Right, because Hunter were very powerful in the beginning, right, with Fury and with Raptor Fury and Bow, and especially Alliance Hunter, which you have aim shots.
Oh, aim shots, yes.
Right, and really, I mean, really fast rushdown creatures, and it's really hard for you to deal with any other class. I took in a discard priest deck.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun making people discard.
Make them angry.
Yeah, make them angry. It's like, yeah. So it was fun. I threw to the last round, I think, and I lost. I think I lost like 3 straight games to all hunters. So I lost like my first game to Alliance Hunter. So she top deck a Fury. She top deck Fury and beat me. And then the other 2 games I played Horde Hunter, and they were just rushed down. It was just so fast.
Too fast.
Yeah, it was way too fast for me to handle it. And we did play tests, and in order for my deck to be able to handle that kind of rush down, I had to have like a perfect draw, right? So
a perfect draw.
Yeah, but my deck did well with other control decks, and that was the thing. Like,
that's the thing.
Yeah, like you have like top 10 players bring in like rushdown deck, and you have like the other half bring in paladin control, mage control.
Yeah, it just sounds like Magic. You have like some specialized class to it. It's like you can counter one person, but you're weak against this one. Yeah, it's like almost the same.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Like if you know that your meta is going to bring a lot of rushdown, I would have brought a different deck.
Yes, that's true.
However, the set that came out after the tournament gives you a priest card, which allows you to mind control.
Oh, that was a good card.
So I if I had that card in a tournament, I think I would have done a lot better, because when they when they top deck Fury, or then when they put Fury down, now they have to think about if I have that card or not, because when they put Fury down and attack me, I'll just take it.
That's true.
Right?
That's a good card.
So
control.
that's just kind of counter what they're doing. Yeah, but they could also just put other really fast pets.
True.
Yeah, like 100 pets were really good.
Yes.
And that's why you only allow 1 per deck. Yeah, until card. There were cards that allow you to have multiple
pets. Yeah.
Yeah.
But that takes a little longer time to set up.
So, is there? So I know this video we're playing World of Warcraft. My deck's totally terrible.
Oh, yeah. Bad design or bad draw.
Yeah, I mean this is just random decks we're playing. We're not actually playing like tournament level decks or anything. Me and my very manly card backs
to attract the wrong crowd.
Or you're attracting the wrong crowd or not, I don't know. But it's World of Warcraft to me, I had a lot of fun with it when I was playing with friends. We did have some variation when I played with a few friends. We played free for all, multiple players. It was fun, but just too bad it didn't survive.
I know, it's a good game. Especially, I bought all those raid decks, but then the game just died. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I have my red decks too, but raid's a little different, and I think it opened up a lot of mechanics.
A lot of different play mode too. Not just playing like one-on-one. You can also like play with as a group, try to kill big boss. Like if you were playing the MMO.
Yeah. And so then I think Magic have Nemesis and a few of this other variation, which allow you to raid like World of Warcraft, right? And I think overall the community gets to see new mechanics, and I'm kind of sad that they didn't make it, but it is what it is. I would say. Just kind of move on from there. How about, is there any other card game that did not survive and you like?
It's hard to have to think about some more. What about you?
You want to think about it for now?
The only one I have in my heart is WoW.
You don't have your heart in WoW? Okay.
Yeah.
The one I have in my heart is Vampire. Vampire: The Internal Struggle, VTAS.
Sorry to hear that.
So it's the game. Well, it's a game that's also designed by Richard Garfield, who designed Magic, obviously. From what I heard, this is a rumor. I don't know. I don't know if this is this true or not. We'll have to ask Richard himself. But from what I heard was, whatever he didn't like about Magic, whatever he hates about Magic,
All right.
he put all the things he liked in Vampire. So he didn't. So in Vampire, there were no card limits.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, there were no card limits. So there's no 4 copies or anything. You can have 20 copy of something,
Wow.
no problem, right?
Interesting.
You can have as much card as you want. However, your deck size limit is 85 cards.
85. Oh,
85 cards is your deck size. It's a lot because this is a straight up multiplayer games. Because Magic has been one-on-one. You can start seeing the polar opposites now when it comes to Vampire and Magic. Right,
Wow,
it's because Vampire it's a game geared toward multiplayer. You want to have at least 3 to 4 players.
I see.
Right,
Okay.
you don't have card limits. You don't have land. There's no concept of mana screw.
Okay.
Okay, and vampires are, I would say, like a hero in World of Warcraft. They can take an action. They can attack the other Methuselah. You're considered a Methuselah.
Okay.
You can attack the Methuselah. You can go into combat with other vampire. And I think that's probably the most fun aspect of vampire game is the combat
That's
portion.
interesting. I should try it one day. That sounds fun.
Yeah, in which you can picture the vampires are like moving around, trying to throw objects at one another, or they have special ability, they have special power which allow them to cast like magic and this and that. So it gets into a little bit of more fiction realm. I would say in terms of vampire, they can do a lot of. If you play the RPG, the tabletop RPG of it, you know that Vampire the Masquerade, which were published by White Wolf, of course, and White Wolf did publish so many materials on it. And of course, each vampire comes with certain discipline, right? So each clan comes with certain discipline, and I would say each discipline itself has certain ability which your vampire can do, and that has tons of material because you have. I would say at the time we stopped playing, I think there was like maybe 20 disciplines.
Okay.
Yeah, so imagine that one discipline as one color for Magic. I would say.
All right.
So instead of your 5 colors, you have like 20 disciplines. So each clan have, I would say, a 3 to 4 discipline which they're attuned to.
Okay.
Okay, so you pick your vampire clan and you can build your deck off of it. But each of the discipline comes with plethora cards, and the combination of these disciplines and the way the deck building was. I got to see quite a few amazing things with the game. That's what I like.
Good.
So, what about World of War? So we're still in World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
we're still talking about
we're
World of
still
Warcraft. I know we went off in a tangent a little bit with other card games we love. Yeah. So let's do a little detour back.
Okay.
Now, what didn't you like about World of Warcraft? I know it's your favorite game. You love it. Oh, is there an aspect or is there something you didn't like about it?
Of course, there's a few things like you said. There's some decks might get overpowered, so that means mostly there's some cards in the game that might be a little bit broken in a way. So it's like I go to the tournament and see like how come like out of 10 top decks I see like it's like 9 hunters. I'm like, okay, that's kind of odd.
And I think you see that with a lot of other card games too.
Yeah.
You see that there's certain decks that dominate the meta.
True.
And those are and I think in terms of TCG card games, they have to balance that.
Yeah, and what I don't like about it, I mean, there's not many things I don't like. Maybe you could say opening a booster pack. Sometimes there's too many junk cards you can get, just like Magic. But not that many junk cards as Magic, though. I feel like there's more junk cards in Magic than in WoW TCG.
Yeah.
Because even though with this junk is still usable, you could say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's to me it's a bit of a balance because when you build a deck and you want to build a really efficient deck, then you have to start buying singles.
Of course,
right.
Card game.
I mean, it's kind of crazy for you to just fish for that one card through plethora boosters, right? It's kind of crazy. for you to do that.
Of course.
I mean, unless you're planning on just buying a lot of them anyway
To collect them, yeah.
to collect them, or I would say, I mean, these day and age, you can collect them. People will collect them, but to me, it's in there collecting dust.
Yeah, true.
Right? You're not. I mean, for maybe if you really love the game, you might bring out certain decks, some certain old decks you built.
Yep.
But there was a lot of junk cards that just sitting
Too
there.
many.
There's too many junk cards, and you can't get rid of them because they don't worth anything. Nobody wants to play with them. Nobody wants to. So I think that's something which I think a lot of card games will have to deal with
True.
in terms of we're releasing 300 cards this set.
Oh man, that's too much.
But out of this 300 cards, I might only use maybe 20. Yeah, so you get 280 cards which are junk, right? Or maybe even worse, right?
True.
Yeah, so I would say that it's the company, right? The game designer job to design better cards.
Better cards, yeah.
Yeah, so cards that are usable, or maybe certain used with certain strategy, and I think we know that it's not easy to design games.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Definitely, there's a lot of things you have to factor in, and there's a lot of things you have to think about. But it is something which I don't like about any card games, really.
Yeah.
When you buy random boosters and you're okay, well, now I have about 80% trash cards, which I'm never going to use. It's just going to collect dust.
For sure.
Yeah. And so let's talk about, I don't know if this is a good topic to talk about, but why do you think it died? Well, why do you think World of Warcraft died? I mean, like other card games. Why do you think it died?
I just heard rumors that there were a lot of corrupted distributors, regional distributors, and like everywhere. They're not really doing their job properly, and then they just in there for the money, try to get it out. They didn't really organize, try to plan or help other stores how to set the tournament up and everything, giving enough prizes. Because you compare tournaments, the prize pool seems like Magic has a lot more to offer than WoW.
Oh,
I mean, it's understandable, but WoW didn't have anything that can get close to it in a way. So it was like it just died.
Yeah, and I think at that time the strategy has always been the same with Blizzard. I think, in my opinion, was that they wanted to come out with a card game, which gives you more information about the MMO.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So the MMO itself was their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Obviously, because it was their main moneymaker. And I believe that the card game they released wasn't going to be something that was standalone. It was something that wants you to log in, right? Like there were cards which allows you to redeem stuff.
Yes, you redeem stuff.
Right?
I have those cards.
Yeah, you have those cards. Okay, so there were stuff that I believe points to you as a player to go check out MMO.
Yes.
Right? If you've never seen the MMO, they want to catch the card community.
True.
Right? They want to catch the card game community. Like, hey, go check out the MMO. This is like, oh, you like the card game? Go create a character. Go play.
True. But some players don't want to play the MMO, so they can make extra money by selling those cards to the people who actually play the MMO.
Well, right, and you see these card value just jumps. I mean, like I remember Spectral Tigers were going.
That was expensive.
Yeah, that was expensive.
I opened so many booster packs just to get that damn card.
Yeah, and you get to redeem that mount, and when you see that mount in the game, you're like, wow, you paid $500 for it. So that was crazy. But
that was crazy.
But that was I believe that was their main strategy for Blizzard, and
advertising the MMO through a card game.
Yeah, and I think they're still doing it with Hearthstone.
For sure.
And I know that with Hearthstone they water down, I think, water down World of Warcraft.
But it's still good. It's still good.
It's a great game in my opinion. I think it's a great game, and I believe they hit the right juice spot.
They did. They really did.
Right? Don't worry about resource generation. You get resource every turn.
Yeah.
Until you hit 10, and then you just get 10, and then each cards are quite, in my opinion, balanced. It was nothing completely broken at the moment. I think they learn a lot.
True.
from their TCG days.
The past experience.
Yeah, and it's now all digital. They don't have to worry about printing it. They don't have to worry about logistics.
True.
They don't have to worry about supply chain. Now it's just digital logistics.
Yeah.
Download, right? Get it on your device. Play, connect. So easier to connect, right?
Yeah, a little bit more options for some card mechanics, like some kind of random damage, like spread out the damage randomly. You imagine doing it in real life. Oh my goodness, how many dice you have to roll for random?
Yeah, and I think having digital games solves a lot of problems.
Yes.
You know, which tabletop. So, excuse me. Now with tabletop, if you have a community you play with,
Yeah.
I think that's fine, right?
Yeah, of course, always good.
Always good. But if you don't, or if you're traveling, you know, you just want to jump in, get a nice easy game going. Yeah, Hearthstone.
Perfect.
Yeah, so I think that's the way it is.
Yeah.
Going in the future, I think a lot of companies that have the resources
Yeah.
to do this, they will do it. Magic, on the other hand, still PC only.
PC only.
But the thing is, it's their business model, right?
Yeah, that is.
Their bread and butter is the paper card.
Paper card. Yeah.
I mean, if you start making the online thing a lot easier, right? I think they're afraid that people are going to switch over to doing things online.
Yeah.
And and not do the paper much anymore.
True.
Which, I mean, you allowed to redeem cards when you have it online.
Yeah, like Pokemon.
Yeah, like Pokemon and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, and I think we'll post some more videos on other games too, like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh or other card games that are that people are playing.
They're still playing. Yeah.
I think there's like Dragon Ball, Naruto.
Yeah, then they have like some other card game like Vanguard or something like that out there.
Yeah, there's a Vanguard out there. Okay, so enjoy the rest of the gameplay.
Yeah.
And tell us what you think.
Yeah.
You like the video? What are some of the card game which you like that died? Yeah, tell us below in a comment, and we'll see you guys next episode.
Yep. See ya.